That's a great way to start out a turkey season right there here in South Carolina, Youth Day.
Chasin Creation has been blessed to have an extended family at the V7 Ranch in Raton, New Mexico. The V7 family will be the very first to tell you that the Lord has truly blessed their ranch, and it is very game rich. If you're looking for a place to have an awesome opportunity at trophy elk, you have found the spot. It is one magical place during elk season. We started our morning with a father-son team on one part of the property, heard one bugling in the distance, but never did get on him. Our guide Case said it's time to move. So we moved to a different part of the ranch, and Case located a herd on the river bottom, and he said, let's make a move. We can do something with this herd.
Some decent cover. Pop up over and see if it's here, and if it's not, then we'll just back up. Those trees are right along the riverbank. I think we could put that between us and them, get low across to the top, and probably be rifle range. So I'll just take a look over here.
We started our stalk. There was an absolute perfect ditch for us to hop in, 4 of us, the guide, 2 hunters, and me, and we go down that ditch about 250 yards, and it puts us in the absolute perfect spot at about 200 to 300 yards above them. Ty got set up on his tripod. He was ready. I was ready with the camera, and wouldn't you know it, the big old bull, he goes into some brush and disappears, and he kept us in suspense. But the girlfriends were hanging around feeding and didn't seem to be in a hurry, so we waited him out.
Oh yeah, 350? Hold on.
He's broken.
He's a big bull though, Ty. He's a big 5x5.
If I can get him.
He's a big 5.
After keeping us waiting for a few minutes, the old bull finally pops out, and he presented Ty with an absolute perfect broadside shot.
He's a heck of a bull.
350?
It's up to you. It's your choice. Hold on.
Oh, that
was awesome. He's a killer bull too, man.
was awesome.
That was amazing.
We're gonna have to rename Ty after that hunt, because let me tell you, he's got the quickest trigger finger in the West, or at least he did that day.
You're smiling now, Ty.
I'm not smiling until you get my camera.
It was a great experience for me to share that hunt with Ty and his dad. But Ty, you got a long way to go to catch up with Dad, because he shot one at 300 yards with a pistol. It was a pleasure of mine to share a hunt with another father-son duo, Mr. Bob Allen from West Virginia and his son Matt from the West Coast.
Matt, what do you think about all the people here at the V7, huh?
I think if you're looking to come out and do some elk hunting in New Mexico, or any kind of hunting, whether it's turkey hunting, whatever you want to do, you couldn't find a better place, because they'll treat you like family and they'll take care of you. You'll leave here feeling good about the whole experience and feeling like you've made some new friends.
Yeah, when Matt's talking about family, I mean, it really is. I mean, I walked in the kitchen the other night, and 3 of the young gals in there that were fixing dinner, all of them had a baby in their arms, stirring, you know, the beans with the other hand, and it's just a home atmosphere and a lot of good times.
We hit it right off the bat with Mr. Bob Allen and his son Matt. As you're about to see, they are forever adopted into the V7 family. This was truly a family affair, because all 3 guides came together to make it happen for Mr. Bob and found him a good bull.
We can almost see well, we can. We move up just here just a little bit. There's about 15 cows and a pretty nice 6x6 with them. So we're just gonna sneak around, follow this fence line here behind us, get to the base of the lone hill, and then slide around the north side of it, and we got a nice crosswind. Should be in good shape. They're just feeding. They don't even know we're here. Okay. So.
We almost messed up. We got a little too close to the herd, so we froze and we threw it in reverse and backed out. Sean and Jim knew the direction the herd was feeding, so we made our move to get ahead of them. We got in front of the herd, we got set up, and it wasn't but a few minutes till the bull popped into view.
Get in here, buddy. Huh? Take that mask off so they can see who you are.
Leave it on.
Leave it on.
Today's day 5 of the hunt, last day. Yeah. And Mr. Bob was the last one of the tag. So the rest of us, Mr. Jim was guiding him all week. And yeah, so Case and I pitched in here and helped do some scouting and so forth, and they split up this morning. They ended up not having any action. We ended up coming upon this little group of elk here. They were just feeding real slow, and there's a couple bulls in here. We only saw the one, which is all we needed to see because he's a bruiser.
But this is really the first shot that I've had, right,
Yep.
Tim?
Well,
I mean, we really haven't had another shot all week.
we did a lot of things right,
Yeah.
but we just needed that one little bit of stroke of luck. And when they didn't bust us when we first walked into them, that was just what we
Yeah,
needed
that
to
was
get
it.
us
Yeah,
to the
yeah,
final.
that was a godsend.
That topped off a great family reunion for Mr. Bob and his son Matt. They got to share filling in the last tag with the biggest bull of the week.
I was tickled to death when Mitchell Johnson of Dead End Game Calls called us and gave us an opportunity to be a part of the Outdoor Dream Foundation Youth Turkey Hunt in Newberry, South Carolina. The Outdoor Dream Foundation is pretty cool and provides kids with hunting and fishing adventures that have been diagnosed with terminally ill diseases or life-threatening injuries. Anytime we take kids out, we try to go out and be a blessing, especially an opportunity like this. But it turns right back around and we end up being the ones that were blessed.
And now for CTO's Moment of the Week. Sponsored by Dead End Game Calls. For CTO chapters across the country, a family day is held at least one time each summer. These events offer a time and a place where members and non-members can enjoy several outdoor activities with their families. One of the key aspects of CTO is relationship building with the youth and their parents or guardians. And what better way to do that than through some fun in the outdoors?
It's July 30th in this water. It tastes real good. We're out here with the Catawba River Basin chapter of CTO here in Gaston County, down here at Stowe's Nursery. And this is a big event, our biggest event yet. We're getting our feet wet. We're hoping to have about 100, 125 people here. Buddy's Barbecue has catered the event. We got a lot of events for the kids and hoping to get their feet wet, not only in this pond right here on some kayaks and some fishing and some skeet shooting out here, long range 22 shooting, and got some other fun games. So Gaston County's chapter, Catawba River Basin here, getting our feet wet in Gaston County to Stowe's Nursery.
Hey!
a race and Tops carried his daughter across the line, win at all costs. Do anything it takes, it's competitive now.
Once you've had some time to enjoy the outdoor activities, and usually some good food, a devotion is given, either by the chapter outfitter, volunteer, or in some cases, a special guest. These devotions usually focus on spiritual growth for the youth, as well as teaching them some life lessons.
This doesn't bother me. I'm used to living the celebrity life. I always have cameras on me.
You're gonna make like an outtakes
Yeah, right.
right?
Okay, that's good. That's good.
If the Lord's willing and the church don't rise, I will never forget this hunt with Will Asbell and his dad Brad. The only worry I had going into this hunt was being with Jon Miller, Dead End Game Calls, National Wild Turkey Grand National Champion team. I mean, how many times can you say champion? Good shot. I do. Good shot. Do it, brother. That's a great way to start out a turkey season right there here in South Carolina Youth Day. We got Mr. Will the Thrill. Great organization put this hunt together. Outdoor Dream Foundation, and of course they got world champion Dead End Game Calls, turkey callers here, and they had to bring a couple redneck cameramen in on the scene, you know, probably just to fill in the gap. But I'm just a pleasure to be a part of this, Mr. Will. Georgia Bulldog is up here trying to kick some South Carolina turkeys around. I know that. He did it, didn't he, John?
Yeah, he did.
Did they put us on the place or what? Right here in the middle of it. Just look around, there's turkey sign everywhere. And Will was over there, I couldn't eat. I told him, I said, you're going to have to quit smiling because these turkeys going to see them teeth. We don't want to quit smiling, do we? Huh?
You were smiling more than I was.
He's hiding behind you, though.
Well, old John squeaked out a couple pretty good calls right there, and was proud of him. And Mr. Will, you know, he got his job done and kept us entertained for the rest of the day.
You're not believing what we're doing right now.
What are you doing?
We are out back, and they're filming me doing an interview about your hunt, and it's gonna be on week 5. And you call me. What are the odds? I mean, that's ordained. It's meant to be.
Well, exactly.
And I'm gonna go ahead and tell you, the last thing I'm gonna say on my interview is Ty did a great job, but his father West just outdid him with a 297-yard pistol shot. So,
Well, of course.
I mean, you just,
It sounds like things are moving fast.
you are just not the man your daddy is yet.